This comes less than a couple of weeks before U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is expected to be talking about the peace process and potentially pushing forward this idea of the two-state solution. It's certainly not good timing for that. What we can tell you is that Israel's Coordinating Office of Government Activities in the Territories has told us that this is really the initial, very, very initial planning stages of the addition of potential settlement. Those would be just behind me over my shoulder in a settlement that is already there. The Beit El settlement would be adding to the settlement about 12 buildings with 296 housing units. Of course, this has angered the Palestinians, who say this is another example of how Israel is saying one thing but doing another and continuing to build in their territories, continuing to make it very difficult for the Palestinians to have their own state. But again, this has to ultimately be approved by the politicians. So the Israelis have to look at this. They have to then, it has to go sort of up the ladder, if you will, go to the housing ministry, then on up the ladder. So at very initial stages, but it certainly comes at a very difficult time, because if the Secretary of State is coming here, as we know, to talk about the peace plan and to try to push forward some movement, because it has been about 3 years since there have been any talks between the Palestinians and Israelis about the peace process and about the two-state solution, this could be damning. The Palestinians are looking at this as a slap in the face. The Israelis are saying we are in the initial planning process. We do believe in the two-state solution, but the Palestinians have to play ball as well. So in a situation now where we're going to have to see where this goes, but certainly it's caused some waves here for sure. Sarah Sider, CNN in the West Bank.